Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. Now, at the time of this recording, my previous episode, which was the We Need Likes episode, I said I wasn't going to do this series unless I got 10 likes. Well, at the time of this recording, I have 8 likes, and so I just rounded that up because I really wanted to do this. So, yeah, get over it. Anyway, first thing we're going to do before we even go build us a rocket or anything is we are going to go to the Research and Development Center here. And I wanted to show you the way that this works is you have to gather different science points, and science is used as a currency in career mode, and which will allow me to unlock bigger and better rockets, more scientific data stuff, and so forth and so on. We can go to our science archives right here, and you can see that I can click on any of these planets that are known to us right at the moment, and none of them have any information, and that's because we have not gathered any information on those yet. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. Okay, guys, so we're here in the vehicle assembly now, and as you can see over here on the left hand side, we only have a small selection of parts. So let's go ahead and grab a command pod. For what we are doing today, we're only going to need a solid rocket booster to get us up high enough to do a little bit of science. And grab us a parachute. And now let's go over here and let's go to the astronaut complex, and we're just going to grab all these guys, put them in our reserves over here, and then we're not going to let Jebediah go on this first mission. He is going to be saved because he's going to be our major hero as the series continues. So let's go ahead and take Jongus right here. He's has 0 courage and only half stupidity. But now, these really don't mean anything right at the moment at this point in the game. I mean, at this point in development. So, we're not even going to save this aircraft. We are just going to go to the launch pad and start doing some science. So, before we even take off, we can do a little bit of science. So, let's go ahead and right-click on the command module, or command pod, and do a crew report. You record the crew's assessment of the situation. Keep that. Yeah, we got 1.5 science for that. And then if we come out on EVA and just stand on the ladder right here, we can also do an EVA report from right here and get 5.6 science off of that. So we'll keep that. Now, if I climbed back in right now, it would overwrite my stored experiments. So I want to take the data out of the command pod, and then I want to store both of those into there. And then I can get back in. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to launch and go all the way up to the apex of our where our rocket will take us, and we're going to do another crew report and EVA report, or we're going to try to. Also, what you just saw me do over here, I had to separate the stages. Otherwise, my parachute would have deployed the same time my rocket went off. So, without further ado, let's take off and see what we can get. See how high we can get first. Now, this is something that we're going to have to do fairly quick, because to do an EVA report, I'm going to have to get out of the command pod again, and at the same time, it's going to be falling. So, yeah, I've got to get out, take the report, and get right back in as quickly as possible. Okay, so there we go, and we'll watch our speed down here. We're at 400 meters per second, 300 meters per second. We can go ahead and do another crew report and save that. We got 3.5 science for that. And we're down to 150 meters per second. Whoa, don't want to turn that too far. There we go. Okay, now we are going to try and do this. So let's go ahead and hit EVA. and do an EVA report, store that, and then we are going to get back in. Alright, so we are now falling back to Kerbal, and it's gonna be a bumpy ride, I have a feeling. But we'll go ahead and time accelerate just a little bit, just to get us down a little bit lower. And it looks like the stability control is the one thing I forgot to turn on. Alright. Coming down to 3,000 meters. We're going to go ahead and turn off time acceleration and deploy our parachute. And bring this on back down. Should be... Hopefully we don't land on a building, but I think we're going to be alright. Well, maybe not. No, we're still not going to land on a building, it doesn't look like. Might land in the front yard of one. But go ahead and time accelerate just a little bit more. And if I remember right, I think the ground here is like 75 meters. Something like that. So we'll go ahead and slow it back down there. And coming in for landing. There's our shadow. And beautiful. And he made it. Jongus made it. So now, here's what we can do. We can actually do another crew report from right here. Oh no, wait, cancel. Don't want to overwrite. So let's do an EVA. We want to go over here. We want to take a surface sample. Get 9 science for this. Wow. We want to plant our flag. Very nice. And we'll call this first test flight landing area. Alright. Now we want to take another EVA report and keep that data. And I think all we need to do now is come over here, grab the side, take all of our data, and then store all of our data, and get back in. And that is it, guys. So now all we need to do is recover our vessel, and this should bring up the screen where we have all of the science that we got on that little trip, which is a total of 32.6, so they rounded that down to 32. But that's fine. Seven experiments recovered, so that is awesome. So we can go ahead and click done, go back to our R&D center, and we can start unlocking stuff here because we have 32 science. The first thing we are going to unlock is this right here, which is only going to cost us 4, and that is going to give us bigger fuel tanks, mystery goo, which is an experiment that we are able to well, gather more science with, and decouplers. So yes, we definitely want to research that. We have 27 left. I think we are going to want, let's see, landing struts, more parachutes, smaller engine. What do we got here? Separatron. I think we are going to actually unlock all of these. Oh, wait a second. It says research is going to cost me 20 science on that, 18 on that, and 15 on that. Alright, so there's something I'm not quite understanding here, and that is the little number here next to it. I'm not sure. Oh, that's how many items are in it. Okay, I see. 3, 3, and 3. Okay, I get it. So yeah, let's see. We can only unlock one of these. I think we're going to have to go with solid rocket boosters, the Separatrons, and the liquid-fueled engine. Yep, this is the way we're going. And that leaves us with 7 more science. And yeah, so we have a lot more work to do, guys. And as we... Oh, one other thing I wanted to check here real quick. Now that we've done a couple things with Kerbin, it tells us what we found out over here if you are really all that interested in it. But yeah, nice. SRF landed, flying low, flying high, and the different biomes that we reported on were the shores, the launch pad, and the KSC, Kerbal Space Center. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for episode 1, and yeah, look forward to the next episode where we are actually going to try and get into orbit so that we can do more science. So we'll see you next time.